again, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another weekly budget check-in. So I've got my cash stuffing envelope, my Budget Mom binder. So here is the week that we are going to be checking in for. I have no idea how to get this all in screen. So everything got paid. I did put an additional $300 down to Discover. That is solely because the way that some of the bills fall in the weeks, I just want to make sure that I have everything. I don't want to overextend this budget and have to tap into my other finances. As always, again, this is not a complete outlook of my financial status. It is not my entire income. It is not my entire debt. It is just what I'm willing to share and how I've broke things down. So, I always like to start with that so that, everyone understands. Okay. So I've got my categories here in the back, and this is what I spent this week, which was 2/3 through 2/9. So I'm just going to put that right up here. 2/3 through 2/9. Do I know? Week 5. So this is week 6 of the year. Okay, and I did just spend this. I had to track that in there. So I left the house this past weekend. So yeah, this is why we don't leave the house. But we are going to do our categories like we always do, which I didn't finish that one. I'm so confused. It's got my address on it, so. Oh yeah, it's fine. Alright, so I always do like a little running total down here. So we're going to do food. And these are the 3 spending budgets that I give myself. Basically, miscellaneous and fun kind of fall in together. Food. Yeah, that was a fun one. So food, we spent $98.37. And then, so we are under though still. 108.25. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not. 108.25 is what I start with. And we spent $98.37. And that is $9.88, and that is just like our eating out money, right? Gas, $5.02. I don't even have to add that up. Gas, I spent $37.32, and I always start with 54. I just have it all calculated out over here already, guys, in case that's what you're wondering. $37.32. So we are still under by $21.88. Miscellaneous, I spent an even $25, which is what my budget is, so we are nothing. Fun, I spent $9.65. Who's proud of me? And I give myself $25. I basically give myself $50 worth of fun money, but that miscellaneous went into other things. It was actually miscellaneous. So, $15.35. So yes, we're not going to, we're probably going to still pay off about $1,000 worth of debt this month. Not as much as I had hoped. And that is simply because we just replaced the water heater and did a few things. So that is where we calculate that up. Food always goes blue. Fun always goes purple. And this is like, I think the first week that I'm not negative on the fun. Round of applause, please. And I didn't really think about it when I chose those colors, but the blue and the teal look exactly alike, but I can't do anything about it now. Alright. So then we want to go here and calculate this all up. Food is blue. Fun is purple. I chose gray for miscellaneous because it's like and teal for gas. So let's add that all up, it was $98.37 plus $37.32 plus 25 plus $9.65. We spent $170.34, and I budget $212.25. So if you take $212.25, we have $41.91 that we will be able to roll over into next week. So we had $1,080 going into this spending. So we got to take out the $170.34. So that leaves us with $830.46. And I actually had some other things calculated in. Erasable pins, they are the best. So this is $830.46 up here. We took out $100 to cash stuff last week, so $730.46. $730.46. I spent an extra. I pulled in the Prosper, which is the one loan. I went ahead and paid that early. It's due next week, so I just paid it early. I put $300 on the Discover, plus $170 up here, so I put $470 on the Discover card last week. And I put $100 on the credit one. I have realized that I'm really messing things up, and I need to not focus so much on trying to pay off this $400 credit card and work on this $6,000 credit card. So you're going to see that those are going to start to go away, and we'll just pay that monthly payment. I'll pay $100 on it a month. It'll take care of itself, right? So $730.46 minus $554 leaves us $176.46. And really the goal is to have this at zero, but since this is only really the second month, 7th week that I'm doing this, I'm giving myself a buffer, right? $176.46. I added an extra $35 into the savings on top of what I put in there already a week. That's not even calculated in this, and on top of the sinking funds, which are essentially savings. So minus 35. So we should have $141.46. So $141.46. All right. So before I carry that over, I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to check my little online where it has all of my stuff and see if my number matches this number. But I'm not going to do that online because that's got all my accounts and stuff. And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not giving you that access. So give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I've checked, and we match up. So we have $141.46 that we shall be carrying over. So we have $141.46, and I'm not filling in any of that yet. The cloud will be $2.99. I'm going to fill all that in with you. I just really wanted to come and do like the budget part of it. So budgeting and the paycheck and the family. So I have had a couple people ask me why I won't explain what the family money is and why it's owed to me. So it is money for like purchases, okay? So like I have an Amazon account, and my son and my mom and my husband all purchase things through my account. And it goes on it comes just right out of my debit account. So they make purchases and then they have to pay me back. And we laugh because I feel like my mom tries to skip town, and my husband as well, both try to skip town when I ask them for the money. But anyway, and it's also like the cell phone bills and stuff like that, and the insurance that I am covering and showing in here. But my husband pays for his car insurance. My son pays for his car insurance. But it's all under my one bill. My mom pays for her cell phone. My son pays for his cell phone. My mom also pays for my dad's cell phone. And my husband pays for his cell phone. But it's all under my plan. So it comes out of my bill. Things like that. And I'm not really much of a stickler on making them pay me at all. So that's why it's at that amount. And you'll notice every once in a while somebody gives me $100 or something like that. I do get a little bit a week. You know, it also is calculated in, my husband gives me $50 to $100 a week to help pay off the credit card debt. That's, you know, that's in there as well. So that's just what that is. I just didn't feel like trying to explain that, and I really couldn't think of a way to explain it, if that made any sense. So now it's explained. I hope that does clear that up for you guys. So anyway, if they paid me everything, we would have $1,204. All the bills are $319.05. Like I said, I did correct this. I had this like at $40 or $50, and I would rather be able to pay, you know, bigger on there. However, Amazon, my Amazon Prime for $119 is coming out this month, so that's like an extra $119 that I don't have every other month. So I do have a couple big yearly annual fees that are coming out this month that aren't, oh, you know what I mean? So that's why it won't be such a big debt payoff each week. So when you take the $1,204 and you subtract out the $319.05, you're left with $884.95. So $884.95. I need to come over here and go $433, which is the total that I should have for food for the entire month, and that is just eating out, vending machine, drive-through, you know, not groceries. This is just eating out, and we usually eat out once a week. Just last week we ate out a lot more, and then my husband sees that, like, he'll see the 98, and he'll be like, well, we're not eating out this week because we spent way too much last week, because my husband's kind of a tightwad. We're so different, but yet so much the same. So I have $334.63 to carry on through the rest of the month. However, I don't save that balance. You know what I mean? It's not like, I just like to monitor how much I'm spending. We had $2.16 for gas, and I spent $37.32. That was also for kerosene to heat our garage. We use a kerosene heater in my husband's man cave, and I bought it this week because I was feeling nice. We have 75. I don't feel nice all the time. And 100 of fund money minus 965, which that will come back, that 965. But my crafty friend Jackie, JQ Crafty, we do stash smash Saturday, and she used the circle cutter thing, and I was like, what is this wizardry that you have? Because I have this janky old broken Martha, it's not even broken, just a janky old Martha Stewart one, and she's like, okay. And then I went and I messaged my friend Sarah Scraps, and I was like, hey, I want to buy this, and she was like, all right, it's a worthwhile purchase. So she's like my crafty, keep me in check from spending too much money. So I told her, I'm like, ideally I would like to, you know, try to stay under $100 for a month. So technically I bought, outside of this fund money, I bought some assemblage required, and I used some other money for that, and this, so that was like at $47. So Sarah was like, all right, try to make it to the 15th. Don't look at anything else. She's like, because you know you'll spend the rest of your budget and then you'll go over. So I am not looking at anything until the 15th, but I did make 2 purchases. So, but I have some really big design boxes coming, so we're fine. So that is what I have to carry forward through the month. So if you take the 88 to 40, that was a long way to say that, you guys, I apologize. And I always just take off the 212.25. It's not my goal to spend it, but it's there if we need it. 72.70, so 672.70 we have already got out. $50, so we're just going to put $5 in each envelope. I was actually only going to do 10 in the first 4, but for $10 more I can stuff them all, and why not? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and like I said, these are things that are just extra to help me in the long run when it comes down to like purchasing things. If my glasses break, I'll take the $30 that's in there and go buy new glasses. And just throw the $30 in my, savings or something and just buy new glasses. It's not like if I don't save up this amount of money, I can't get that. It's more like this will just, whatever I have when it comes time to buy Christmas, it'll just take off the pressure of what I have to buy for Christmas. Same with vacation, savings, and emergency. Just a little extra padding to get through. Glasses, mattress, whenever we get ready to buy them, whatever is in there will just go towards it. Not even a big deal. Same with the couch. Same with my chair. Well, actually, and then when it gets down to the chair, the Scanning Cut, and the Gemini Junior, those are the things that are for my craft room. And even though I might, yes, my chair no longer raises and lowers, and I sit on couch cushions on top of my chair, or the couch pillows. It works. It's fine. I've had it like this for like 1.5 to 2 years now. Not even that big of a deal, so it's not like I have to go buy one. Now, if it breaks and I fall off and go boom, then obviously I have to buy one. So when I get to that amount, and it's here on last week's. So like I priced it out. The chair that I'm gonna buy is $250. When I get to $250, I will deposit that into my checking account, and I will buy the chair. The same with the Scanning Cut. It's gonna cost me about $400. I would like one, but scissors work. So I'm not going to spend the money until I have it saved up to that amount. And same with the Gemini Junior. I have a big shot. It takes a couple extra shims, but it still works. So it's not like I need it right now. Do you know what I mean? Is that making sense to you guys? I sure hope so. Okay, so we had $672.70, so we're taking the $50 out in cash. That leaves us with $622.70. Now this is where it gets hairy, because you guys know they're not going to pay me $679. So we still are just going to calculate it at $50, because at this point I'd make a $500 payment to the Discover card and be on with my life. But we're going to say $50, because that's, probably, it might be $100, it might be a little more, it depends on when everything comes rolling in. And then I'm going to put $35 into my savings. And that leaves us at $537.70. But again, they're not going to pay me $679 this week. It'd be nice, but I'm realistic. And that in itself is like an additional savings. That's what my husband keeps telling me. Alright, so we are adding 5 to each. So this is kind of how I do this, because I've already got the money out, so I don't even use that. So I'm trying to get this to 1,000. This to, like, that's just my goal. If it goes over it, it doesn't meet it, it's fine. I'm totally fine with it. Glasses, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just weird how my brain works, but if the money's sitting in here, I won't spend it. But clearly, if the money's anywhere else, I will spend it. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. So, 180. So then we're going to have 125 towards vacation, which I don't even know if we're going on a vacation. We'll have 80 in our cash savings and 80 in my vacation. 35 in glasses and 35 in a mattress. 30 towards my chair. 35 towards the new couch, which we just bought a new couch in 2020, and my husband's couch is 2019. When he moved in. So, I mean, our couches aren't that old. They're just two big couches stuck together, and I want a pick couch. That's really the problem. So that's why I'm not even worried about it. We will have 35 for the Scanning Cut and 30 for the Gemini Junior. So obviously the Gemini Junior is the one that's going to reach that amount first, and then I will just either figure out something else that I want to save for, or put that into, like, the chair. Oh, did you guys see that? I did that. Did I have that upside down? Chair, couch. I did. So let's just do this. Whoopsie daisy. Chair. And this is just a running total so that I know. Alright. So we're here. And we're going to do the cash stuffing, and then I'm going to take a minute to take a drink, pause, and we will come back and we will finish out the actuals. So, I'll be right back. Alright, now let's do this. Let me get this out of the way, because I know everything is getting $5. So, we're going to start with Christmas, and I want to show you something that I did new. So, I went ahead and printed me off placeholders, because I kept telling you guys I didn't like keeping all that money in the house. So, I took $100 from Christmas, and I put it in the bank. Yes, I did. So, it went back into the savings. And so, every time I get $100 in an envelope, it is going to get pulled out and go into the bank. But it's still in here, so I won't spend it, you guys, trust me. I've got a plan. Today is the 10th, and we are depositing $5. So we should have $125. So I have opened up a separate savings, because my bank, I can have separate savings. I can have as much as I want, actually. As many accounts as I see fit, apparently, without incurring any cost. So we have a separate account that this is going in. This money is going in. So there's my fake 100 again. 210. And I tried to go in rainbow order, but the way that my pins came, I think I screwed up. So next week we're going to have to do that. I'm just saying. I'm very weird about things. So we have 125 in vacation, which I mean has actually added up pretty quick. This would just be considered like this. Obviously, vacation is not like what I'm going to spend, and that's how much our vacation is going to cost. That would be like maybe just one nice dinner or gas. All right. So for our savings, it is getting 5. So it as well. Not as well. It has 80 in it. Soon we'll be able to have a fake 100 in here too. So 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. And that's kind of a good feeling. I don't know. Like, I saved so much in the first 7 weeks that I can now print fake money. Oh, that's funny. 210 deposits plus 5. This is emergency. Now has 80 as well. There's that 50. I know I left that 50 in here. I really should have deposited that, but whatever. So we got 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. I was trying to not make it so chunky. Like B, she's chunky. It's not feeling good, so she doesn't want to talk about it. So it's not feeling good yesterday, and so it's not feeling good today. I told her she better get better. She has to go see the vet. So she assured me she would be better soon. I think she's just pouting because she's not getting any food, like human people food. So glasses, we now have 35 in. So 20, 25, 30, 35. My son just came in and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, cash stuffing. He's like, what's that? And I showed him and he's like, can I have some? And I'm like, let's look and see if there's a envelope that says Sam. And he was like, I'm leaving because I know you don't have an envelope that says Sam. I was like, okay, bye. Are you sure you don't want to look? He's like, nope. I'm like, you're right. No envelope that says Sam. So, 35, 20, 35. And I'm serious, you guys. When I see people that cash stuff and you don't face your bills and make them go the right way, I don't know how. I'm like, how do you live? How do you sleep at night? How can you do that? Like, my canisters all have to be turned a certain. I have OCD on some things, and then you come in my craft room and you're like, really, lady? I'm like, I know. The chair is also getting 5, so we should have a 30 in here. So a 20 and 2 5s make 30. I can't wait till I get some of my like major debt paid off. Which, by the way, you guys, I've hit the 15 mark. Bam! I know, that's like it was 18. Now it's 15. Very, very proud of myself. the Gemini Junior getting 5. We have 30, 150 more to go, right? So a 20 and 2 5s is 30. The old scan and cut is getting 5 as well. So there's 35 in there now. A lot more to go. So 35. And the couch. Sam was like, we just bought a couch. I'm like, I want a pit couch. We have 2 couches. I want 1. He's like, you make no sense to me. I'm like, I know. And the couch is also getting 5. So 35. So 20 and 15 is 20. 25, 30, 35. Alright, I'm going to clean this up, wash my hands because money is gross and dirty. And cough apparently. And I'll be right back to fill in the rest of that book. Alright, so it's still not complete, you guys, and you know that next week I'll show you the completed version because my husband doesn't get paid till tomorrow, so I won't know what, is going in the family. But we were able to roll over $141.46. What I put in from my weekly pay was $528.60. That's just what was left after I did some other things. 74, fun story. It's from my mom for another thing, but like I said, she also spent $24 on Amazon, so we're paying that back off. I haven't got it from her yet, but it's fine. My iCloud for my extra storage is $2.99. XM radio is $6.06. My Amazon, we have to pay $24 because my mom is great. My power bill, which is Ameren, I always average it at $200. It was $197. I made an additional payment to Home Depot of $25. I made a weekly payment to Discover, which is not additional Home Depot. My weekly $25 Home Depot payment, my weekly Discover card payment for $75, and then I did stick $10 onto Credit One. Just because the way the bills fall this month, I don't want to short myself, and I would rather pay as much as I can on Discover versus Credit One so that I can get this paid off so I don't have to pay that accrued interest. But I do still want to make a weekly contribution to it so that I don't get hit with like one big bill, obviously. So that totals everything for the bills this week is $340.05. So we start with the $744, and obviously this will change depending on what I get from my husband to help pay off the extra debt. So $340.05. So that leaves us $404 and a penny, which is right there. I did have the one of my last 4 in 4 payments for my Scrap Happy membership. $24.75 came out, so that will no longer appear. I took that out of miscellaneous. You seen yesterday that I did cash stuff $50. I put $200 into the bank, and I cash stuffed another $50. So we'll keep doing that. So that has been put into my virtual savings account, my actual bank savings account. I'm going to make an additional payment, or not, I made an additional payment. So my total payment to Discover this week was $125, and I put $35 into my savings. So that being said, it is looking pretty good. Like I said, it is dropping, and me and my husband had like a very nice little talk, and he wants to help definitely get the Discover down, so he's going to see what he can do on that, and, we'll figure it out. So hopefully with his help, because this was just me, with his help, maybe, we can get this stuff paid off a lot sooner. So that is the week's check-in. I am really happy with the way things are going. I have yet to, and I say yet, my goal is not to, but I have, between all of these a week, I have not overspent $212.25, which is really good. I'm very proud of myself for that, because it has been pretty easy in the past to do that. Just kind of like $212.25 to just like, whatever, and that's kind of where we're at. So $210 I'm filling this out real quick. So that goes 210 to 216, week 7, and 211, scrap happy, miscellaneous, and that was 24, what did I say that was? It was like $24.95, right? 75, 24.75. That's smeared, and I'm very weird. I have to have things very pretty. So yeah, we're looking to be on track to pay off another 5%. I need to start bumping that up a month, but we will get there. I also want to come here and highlight this for you guys. So let's move my little erasable pin pouch over. Alright, so the bills I do in this pretty maroon color. So iCloud is a bill, XM is a bill, house, my husband has the house payment this week, is a bill, Ameren is a bill, and that is it. I am actually going to be getting something from Glassboard Studio, so that actually is not going to be zero. I'm going to be getting a little bit of the money there, so I have to figure that out. I need to write that down. And I am getting something from Close to My Heart, so but that's on the 15th. It will go towards this week, so I will actually, I wasn't counting on anything, so I will add that in there, which is then going to change all this. So that you will see, and I'm just going to erase this real quick for you guys. I'm not going to refigure it while I have you guys. We will just go over that all next week, but if I erase it, I'll remember. And then I do the debt in pink, and you will notice that the most amount of the pinks are what I'm trying to eliminate. Let's just go ahead. I usually just mark the week off. I don't know why I stopped there. I mark the week off because I won't look at this again until, you know, somewhere in here. But that is going to do it. So I, like I said, am very proud. Next week I do incur the Amazon Prime 119. So hopefully we can still do another 50 there. And this might change as well. I'm kind of floating it through, like I do one prep. I write it all out. I kind of see where I'm at. And then I do like one, like, you know, so this one is kind of changing weekly, daily, because I do kind of look at this a lot. So that is going to do it for this week. Thank you guys so much for coming along this paying off all my debt journey. It's been very exciting, and I'm extremely excited to report that they are going down. It is going down, so it's going in the right direction. Just need to kind of keep plugging away at it and see where we can get at the end of the month. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.